This is section 2.7, and we're going to do a little absolute value review because we're going to get into a little bit more depth later in this section into graphing absolute value equations. So I just want to make sure everybody's on the same page as to what absolute value is. Alright, so dig deep. Alright, the absolute value of 5 is simply what? Simply 5. Right? And the absolute value of negative 5 is still 5. Right? So absolute value will always produce a positive answer. And what it does is it measures the distance from 0. Alright, the number of units from 0. That's all it is. It doesn't have, it's always going to be positive. Alright, because it measures the distance or number of units from 0. And I have a number line drawn down here. Alright, so we've got our number line. Extends from 0 to positive 5, and then from 0 to negative 5. So we took the absolute value of positive 5. Alright, so that's all the way over here. And remember, we're always working with 0. And all this did was measure the distance from 0 to positive 5. How far is that? It's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 units. That's all it is. We're talking in units here. And what about negative 5? Well, negative 5 is way over here. Negative 2, negative 4, negative 5. How far is that from 0? Alright, so again, it's just measuring distance. Alright, how far is negative 5 to 0? Well, that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Again, it's 5 units. Both distances are positive. Alright, that's why we have two positive answers, and they're both measuring 5 units. So knowing that, alright, we have a second problem down here. The absolute value of the variable x is equal to 7. Alright, what number values can I put in here to make this statement true? And we know, looking up above, it can either be the same number that it equals or the opposite, right? 5 and negative 5 both produced a positive 5. So what will produce a positive 7? X is going to equal positive 7, and x will also equal negative 7. Alright, so both of these answers are true as well. Looking at number 3, we've got the absolute value of x equals negative 7. And what did we say up above? Absolute value always produces a positive answer. So whenever you have a little equation or inequality like this, where you have absolute value on one side, and all you have is a negative integer on the other side, no variables or anything, that is not possible. Alright, so your answer here is no solution. Alright, that's just a nice little absolute value review.